Live on Facebook and on Zoom too. So, welcome everyone to today's episode of Weekly Market Review and Coin Analysis. It's a program where we talk about what's happening in the crypto market and all about things surrounding it. So, today's topic will be on best cryptocurrency forums for knowledge. So, as usual, we have our anchor, Vama. Vama, what do you have for us today?
Well, thank you so much once again, Lee. So I find more attendees increasing, which is amazing, and most of them are my friends. Very nice. So let me quickly share my screen and then start away right away. So today we would be discussing more on, as I mentioned, like cryptocurrency forums. So as you know, there's like a lot of data already available, and we consume data regularly. Okay, so the major part, what I find is a problem for the humankind is we get a lot of information and we don't know how to process the data, and even if we have the data, how to leverage that data to learn something new, or maybe to utilize it for monetary purpose. Okay, so I actually wanted to share this website. This has everything probably for anyone who wants to get started in cryptocurrency, or even who want to learn, let's say, blockchain, and want to be very much interested into media or fintech industries. So as you see, the website name is Crypto Links, and the good part is it's been there since a lot of times. It's showing like 9 years. It's been there, so it's very credible. You could definitely go through it. And as I mentioned, we'll be discussing more on the cryptocurrency forums. So if you actually are aware, forums basically means, like, for example, I want to network with other people who are also in the same industry, but at the same time, I want to ensure that the amount of information which I am sharing versus what they are sharing, it's making sense. Okay, because it has to be relevant. So I can't put something which is irrelevant in that group. So that's why I recommend, for somebody starting out in cryptocurrencies to go through this specific website. So let's just see. For example, if you can see cryptocurrency forums, so this is probably related with all the best crypto forums which are reviewed and tested for the highest usability. That means it has a very good user base. And as I mentioned last time also, I believe if you can actually just catch along the lines what exactly the founders, the venture capitalists, and all those people behind this different amazing ICOs, cryptocurrencies are discussing, then you can understand which coin will be a good investment. At the same time, you'll be pretty sure about which coin is good for you. Okay, so you get a little bit understanding that way. So if you see here, there's like more also. So let me just quickly go to this link. So the good part is on this website, I find everything is at a single place. I don't have to, go to multiple locations. So everything at a single place. So let's just take one example. I think I've already discussed this earlier, something related to Bitcoin forum and Bitcoin talk. So this website, like Bitcoin talk or .org, this is how the snapshot looks like. You can obviously click this link to get in detail about this. The good part, what I like about Bitcoin talk is it covers everything about cryptos. Okay, so it's not limited just for Bitcoin, but also for all the active communities in the crypto space. So I definitely recommend this platform. If somebody wants to get started, just see how people are discussing with each other, and make sure that you don't do spamming, and try to avoid those things. So just don't put your links. That's an advice I always recommend. So just find some good questions to ask people and learn things. So you don't even need to pay people to learn things. I recommend, like, if you go through this forum, you'll get a lot of intelligent people who would be very happy to explain you about different altcoins and BTC. That way you could learn a lot of things. So if you can see, there's like a lot of pros and cons on this. And if I talk about something else, So another one which I highly recommend is bitcoin.com forum. So this is very common, like everybody knows. But one thing I wanted to highlight in this specific page, which I find something very amazing, is the crypto coin talk. Okay, so when I talk about this specific crypto coin talk, right? So there are some specifically ghost towns. Okay, some towns which nobody has gone through. These are less talked projects. uh, Lee, as you know, so I was discussing about some coins which have actually entered the top 10 cryptocurrencies ranking just few weeks before. They were nowhere into the picture. So this is a separate, place where you can actually get that information as well. Which coins are so much hidden, and I believe, like, since it has roughly 2,000 members at this show, so I recommend you could actually go through this specific website and then learn things about crypto coin talk. So make sure you get full information from this website after browsing it. So if you find there's been like recent discussions you can find here 12 minutes ago. Okay, so today, tomorrow, so you will be pretty sure about what are the things happening. Right? So this is a very interesting forum. I can recommend if you want to know the hidden market and the ones where which is being talked pretty less. Okay, so for example, I was saying, like, the cryptocurrency market right now. So if you see, everything has gone down, and there's one coin, it's still bullish, and it has all of a sudden come into the top 5 cryptocurrencies. It was nowhere near in the top 10, but all of a sudden it has come. And if you see the chart here, on 20th August, the price was $2.86. Right now it's above $6. So that's if somebody invested $1,000 on let's say August 20th, that's just 10 to 12, 13 days before, they might have actually got back something like $6,000. That's a 3x profit in less than 10 days. Okay, so I recommend keep trying different kind of exchanges to understand. At the same time, just see which are the coins which can go this much successful. Obviously it will fall also, so it's not that it will reach a peak and it will keep on increasing. No, it's not like that. But it's also about how you try to understand and do things that way, right? So this is just one suggestion, like don't go just by the charts, but also do well research. As I mentioned, go through the forums, check how genuine is this coin. So I also don't know how much genuine it is until I see a very good roadmap, which I have explained in the previous sessions. So one can obviously go to polka dot that way, and then get information very positively that way. And also, let us talk about not just crypto coin forums, because again, we've been talking about coins and stuff like that since a lot of time, right? This is my 6th session, so we'll be talking more about this since a lot. I also wanted to talk specifically about something called as YouTube channels. This is something very powerful. I recommend, like, for example, if I want to know about Bitcoin, okay, so I might not have that much knowledge. I want to know about altcoins and how to master something, how to know, whether that project will be successful or not. So it's good to go through multiple YouTube channels that way and get that kind of information at a single go. Right, and the good part is the latest things will be updated regularly in all these YouTube channels. So you actually have some kind of an understanding that, okay, this is a good thing, and this is recommended. So yeah, so somebody having 131K subscribers, which means it is bit credible because people are following it. And I believe, like, definitely you should do your research. But imagine if you know about psychology of investors, you know about macro forces in economics. So these are the things you could also learn in your real time life experience. So I definitely recommend Coin Mastery Review that way. Jumping more on different kind of forums, which I was talking about, in terms of cryptocurrencies. There's one more thing which I very much like is blogging. Okay, so people take blogging as something not that serious. They don't work on their websites. I remember when I was getting started in 2013, I had this thing. I need to have my blog. I need to talk about what I like, what I don't like. So I always recommend, if you're starting new, definitely have a blog. And why don't you also add value to the existing blog? Ask them for guest writers, or try to reach out to them saying that, I'm somebody who's a crypto enthusiast, and I want to learn things, so can I contribute something, get this kind of habit. And I believe that way it will help you a lot in your career, as well as for people who are already into the crypto, so they can expand faster. So one important thing I could recommend from my knowledge is this specific one, which has a very good the way it has been designed, Bitcoin Millionaire. So there's like multiple websites you can have, but make sure that it's purely active, and it has a very good reach, right? So you can actually see things real time, as well as you can also see, like, what are the things happening, whether it is too old or whether it is. So I see it's in July, so not that much expected, but again, you can go to some positive things I see on the website. So you could go to interviews and check which companies ICO interviews are done. So you'll get more ideas about which coins are more productive, and which are, like, as I said, hidden coins or something which might be useful. Right? So obviously these are some of the suggestions. You could obviously go through it. And then also talking about, like, other than this kind of forums, I also recommend going through Reddit. I've been saying again and again, Reddit is an amazing platform where it's an aggregator of all the platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, or it could be something related with all the social media things coming at a single place. And you could start engaging with people, let's say on a professional platform, by using content from Reddit, or you could also start using content from LinkedIn to use it on Reddit. So be more like an omni marketing channel, so that way you could get more kind of visibility. I highly recommend. And these are obviously some wallets people are aware, but just like, if you're not aware, you can also go through some kind of wallets. And you all know that cryptocurrency lending is also there, so this is also it's like getting interest or something like that, right? So it's already there. And yeah, if you're passionate of seeing movies, documentaries, or if you love Netflix, I recommend cancel your Netflix subscription and then go through documentaries which is related to this. You will thank me maybe some years later, but I believe that I feel very happy to actually see a lot of successful stories. So there's a story about I am Satoshi, Bitcoin in different locations, banking, life investing. So there's like amazing things already there. So spend more time on learning things that way. So I recommend you to go through this. And last time I've already talked about statistics, cryptocurrency, multiple websites. This anyways, you could continue with. And these are again something for somebody who is mining, who actually is working like a developer. They are just trying to do some research, as well as make money on part of that. So that is for them. There's some software. So obviously, if you want to have some paid things, so you could go for softwares. This is very credible. And already we know about this exchanges. We already know about media companies like Coin News Media. So you can always subscribe to the channels, and make sure you know the different kind of fees, exchange fees, because you see what you see in let's say on the exchange versus when you try to withdraw your amount, versus when you try to load your funds. There's a vast difference because there's a transaction fee involved. So make sure you're doing that kind of research, what's the thing, and you're having a positive things. And let's say, for example, now as you know, we are also getting into e-commerce, and there's like a lot of merchants accepting. In Africa there's Bitcoin Paytm already. So there's like in Europe and in most of new countries, or not a new, what I recommend is somebody who loves new technology, something like Germany and countries like that. So they are way advanced, and they believe to spend a lot of things on e-commerce, and giving merchant people option to actually accept payments that way. So this is already some coin payments platform. If you're actually in that country, you can accept from people across the globe, right? So Coinbase is already there, everybody knows. BitPay, then there's Bitcoin Pay, Paymium, Bitonic, GoCoin, Bitcasa, CoinJar, and CoinSap, right? And obviously, like if you subscribe to their website, obviously they'll keep offering you more freebies. So that is again, you could decide on your own. But I highly recommend going through this one because I found it very, very useful. So instead of giving you information like a PowerPoint presentation, I thought to give you a real-time information which is actually easy to understand, and you can always go through different kind of stuff. Even I recommend checking the calendars. So for ICOs, there are multiple calendars which you should definitely go through. Which are the ICOs coming up, or which are something going through that market and stuff like that. So see, these companies are already credible since working since 2013. So that is a well researched platform. I highly recommend you could go through, and there's like multiple different websites I can also recommend. So another one which I could recommend highly, very important, is something known as Dash Forum. So this is also very popular. I remember checking it long ago. So this is also something I highly recommend. I think, let me just go to this link. Yeah, so see, the link has been placed it wrong, right? And that is the reason the website. So this is a mistake of the person putting it. These are very small mistakes, but anyways. So this is the Dash forum where you get a lot of information about economics and stuff like that. Budget proposal discussions, mining, dash guides, video shows, audio podcasts. Yeah, podcast is the next new thing. Different directories. Yeah, so I love languages, learning languages. So you could also talk with people in multiple languages if you're keen to learn, as well as network that way. So this is like all languages. So I can go for Hindi to learn Hindi, or I could go to multiple other countries to learn new languages. So this is an excellent website. I highly recommend, along with the list which I showed. Right. And some more to add. Let me just quickly check. Yeah. So XRP chat is obviously some honest decisions about Ripple protocol. So that anyways I've been following since a lot of time. Stack, I think everybody knows. So Stack Exchange is a very popular platform we already know. And Quora and Medium, these are obviously my favorite. There's no question about anybody not knowing about Quora and Medium. These are already, you go to Medium, you'll find some amazing articles. And one hack I can give is like, for example, if you don't want to pay to Medium to check their articles and all, so you go to incognito video, incognito tab, and then put that link of the article. You can open it for free forever. Okay, so I recommend to use Medium as well, maybe to learn a lot of, because it's like a micro blogging platform. It's very much highly recommended, right? And let me also quickly browse some more websites which I could highly recommend. Yeah, this has been my favorite for research. I think I gave a lot of statistics coming from AMB crypto. So it has 1.5 million monthly views, right? So it's something highly recommend. Magazines and all newsletters you can anyway subscribe, so you can get blogs and you can get information that way. BitcoinAfrica.io is also an amazing. So there's like a lot of conferences I see in Africa coming. So I think you could also be part of that shows. I highly recommend to learn that way. Right. And journaling. So yeah, Coin Journal is also a very good platform. So you also do some journals and write whatever you learn daily. I do a LinkedIn post. I recommend, like, if you feel you got some value from this session, as well as you feel like there's like a lot of exchanges and lot of forums which you would like to share, the websites which you learned today. So I believe it could reach more number of people organically, and that would help a lot of people who are learning things like that. Right. And this is also a new beautiful one, Coin Speaker. So it's like giving all more interviews, information, and also there's like a bunch of websites I can recommend, but keeping in mind we have limited time, we all have limited hours. So I highly recommend to go through at least this specific crypto links, and you can get all things at a single place. You don't have to click multiple websites and all. Automatically you click one thing, it will open in another tab. Just make sure if something doesn't open, just see the top of the link. It's been placed correct, because sometimes it happens, humans, like, so we make mistakes, we don't give the correct backlink. So make sure you check the URL very nicely, and I highly recommend you use this kind of platforms to learn and grow information. So this is all, Lee, from my side. And if there are any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer that way.
Hello, Vama.
Yeah, yeah, Lee.
Yeah, okay. Nice presentation from you.
Thank you.
I was background seeing it, crypto links. I've not even seen the website before. This is my first time, and I was going through it as you were making the presentation. And
Amazing.
very wonderful and an insightful presentation. So I don't know if our audience, if they have any questions. In case you have any questions, you can still drop it at the Q&A session or the chat box.
Yeah, so I think Marley has a question. You talked about mining. Can one mine with his phone or PC safely? And how true is that mining spoils gadgets? Oh, I mean, mining can't be done by normal professionals like us. I think you need a very strong PC, which has to have a very good, backup and things like that. So mining is a very difficult job. I don't recommend to do with a phone or PC. It's not possible. It's for developers and all who actually have that kind of a bandwidth. They can have a very strong PC and stuff like that. So mining definitely spoils gadgets. Yes, I agree to that. But I highly recommend not to go for mining. I know it's a good way to make money. Because for Bitcoin also there's like a lot of miners, but it's also costly. So it's not that it's free of cost. You do mining and then you make money. So there's a lot of power and electricity you need to run that system. So I generally don't recommend if you're getting started to go for mining. Yes, you could learn things maybe from some technical person and then start mining that way. Hope I have answered your question, Marley.
Yeah, yeah. Another thing to that is maybe you could do a session on that because mining there are also specified machines
Mm-hmm.
with ASIC, so which people use to do mining, and there are also kind of people that come online to do pool mining. There are
Yeah,
many.
they can get started with something, but still what my suggestion is, you need a lot of patience, and most importantly you need a high electricity. And thinking that in mind, if you have both of them, then I am more than happy to explain you that way. Right? So anybody comes, I could be happy to explain that way.
You know, when it comes to mining, it's something that someone is not for someone that is just starting in the sector because, like you rightly mentioned, electricity is a very big challenge when it comes to mining. And if you don't have a good supply of electricity, it consumes energy. For some of us over here in Nigeria that are making use of prepaid meters, you cannot make use of that. It's going to run your bill down. So,
Right.
yes.
So there's another question from Anuma. So are there any courses on crypto? Yeah, there are like multiple courses. You could go to something like platforms like EDX. Then there is Coursera. So you could definitely, I recommend those websites. At the same time, if you want to learn something, so you could go to a media company, or you could go to somebody who's already there in this industry. So they could guide you. I mean, I think Lee would be the perfect person to guide you that way,
Okay,
about
so when
courses
it
and stuff.
comes to courses, there are some many courses on Udemy and Coursera too. But if you want to go professional, you could also check out. There is a university that is offering a master's degree in it when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain. So you could also make your research. Some higher institutions have started offering cryptocurrency and blockchain courses. But for a start, you could start with Udemy courses, or you could also watch our videos. If you check out YouTube, we have some informative videos that can guide you, and you make use of Google too to research about it. And you could also use these crypto links that Varma just explained. And once you go through these websites, you will be enlightened to an extent. Then you'll know how to further your career in this sector.
Right, sure. I think thank you, Marley. You mentioned great, always informative. We'll rewatch. So I think yeah, the good part of this session is it's recorded, so you could watch it. It's I think available on YouTube as well after this, and even it can go to Facebook. Like it's already there, so one can rewatch it anytime. And the good part is it's always available for free, so anyone can rewatch the sessions that way.
Okay, there are some questions on Facebook, but I don't think we'll be taking questions from Facebook for now. Maybe
I don't know. I mean, how can I see the questions from Facebook? I have no clue.
unless you have to go to Facebook, you can't see it on real time. Maybe some other times we maybe could log into Facebook to see their comments and their questions, so that we'll be able to answer them. Sorry
Yeah.
for those that are joining us on Facebook. We couldn't pick maybe answer your questions. So I don't know if there is a way you could get across to that, Varma.
Let me check quickly. I mean, I might get little bit information because I think yeah. So I am on it. There is like I think you mean is it will be on the comment section, or where exactly will it be? So there's like I can see there's like a lot of people watching it live. Where do you find the questions there on Facebook?
I don't know. Maybe let's leave it. Maybe we are running out of time.
Sure,
Next,
no problem.
next edition, maybe we could look into that and make arrangements for it.
Definitely. I mean, already you have started it with an amazing TV and this broadcast. So I think that's the new version. So we are very happy to be associated that way.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much, Vama. This has been really insightful, and for our audience who took our time to participate, I encourage you to join us next week, same time, same platform. You also stay informed. Vama will be coming up with another interesting topic next week.
Yeah, I mean, we will take it mining right away. So this is a question from Male. I will take it. I think mining. Which website for mining? We will take it right away.
Are you going to go for mining next week?
Yeah, absolutely.
You hear that? For those that have been asking questions on mining, cryptocurrency mining, when we say mining, it's not normal mining like oil mining. We're talking about cryptocurrency mining. That is not when you go and invest in cryptocurrency, you could just mine. Uh, Vama have picked up a topic that we'll be talking about next week, mining. Just join us next week, same time, same platform.
Sure. Thank you so much, Lee. Appreciate and all the people who came. Took your time. I'm very happy to answer any questions if you have even offline as well.
It's our pleasure. Thank you very much. See you next week.